All right, here we are with the week's reading. Again, we're starting with the our um, alchemy deck, and then we're going to do the oracle and then the tarot. So tell me about this energy for my collective week 3. They told me 2, and I totally grabbed 2. Okay. Ooh, I like this energy. We have the poet, and we have the self. This is literally awakening the pearl within you, right? So if you're thinking about the Bible, they talk about the pearl. The pearl is the knowledge and wisdom that you've gathered from other lives and from this one. And this poet energy is holding on to that light, and the self is expanding that life so that your reality can be shifted by the messages that you proclaim into the universe. So this can be you being extremely talkative and literally telling people this is how it is, and this is how I want to line up my life, and this is how I want to grow and expand. This can be talking to spirit. So having an agreement and weaving a new reality with yourself, with your higher self, and telling them this is what I want to see. Show me how to become that person that has that reality, because you already gave me that in my heart. So obviously that's me. Show me how to awaken this pearl of wisdom, this pearl of growth inside myself. So this feels very expansive. It actually feels really good. It's kind of like the inner you is exploding outwardly and showing yourself to the world. Okay, so tell me more on that. I said talking, and the first thing that comes out is communication. This is also yellowish brown, which is your solar plexus. So it's really being direct and forceful as to the person that you are, being that masculine energy. Then we have relationship change with change, and it's 565. Okay. That is interesting because the communication that you're having is a vocalization about the groups, the people, the things that you want to align to. Now, um, the month of June is very highly strong, affected by the energy of Capricorn and the energy of Mercury, and the energy of Jupiter, which is expansion, right? And so what I'm seeing here is this energy where you're like, at work, these are the people I want to align to. At your family and your loved ones and the partner that you want to attract, this is the type of person I want to draw into my reality. And the spiritual, this is the energy I want to attract. So this is all like, okay, I am physically and spiritually telling the universe, this is what I want, this is what I accept, and this is what I'm aligning to. Okay, and it's all connected to the networks that you connect to. So the foundational relationships that create the feeling of stability, your root chakra. This is this month of June feels very root chakra linked. Okay, um so 565 says, any concerns about finances and investments, including outcoming financial setbacks, are now being eased. The answer you need are being delivered to you. Now, it talks about financial setbacks, blah, 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 homeless and stuff. You have to keep in mind that the root chakra is talking about your sense of stability and security. It's the house that you house, the royal family of yourself, divine child, divine woman, divine masculine, yada, yada. And so it has a lot to do with your money, your stability. So when you align to the right group, something that is true to you, the funny thing is that the money flows in your direction because you are essentially in the right family to make that grow. And family, like I said, can depict many different things, depending on if you're talking about your material world, your spiritual world, or your emotional world. Okay? So this is actually really cool. I want to actually do this because this feels like the same colors as yourself. Again, I'm going to take out 7 cards. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is talking about balancing your emotions so that you can balance your reality. The first thing that flies out is the Devil card. The Devil card is, we start off the bat, and this is interesting because the last 2 weeks we've been talking about the things that the family, the group, the organizations that you've been lined up to that literally do not feng shui with you and is messing up your aura. Okay. Then their first thing this week is we see the Devil. The next thing we see is the Five of Voices. The Five of Voices is the Five of Swords, and this is literally bringing peace to yourself by being that wounded warrior, deciding, I'm done fighting this battle, I'm moving away from this, okay? Then we have the Three of Cups yet again. We have weeks of the Three of Cups. This is your mind, body, and spirit kind of aligning to that frequency where you are awakening to your truest self, and each part of you is kind of like, yay, they're awake, because you're becoming yourself. And then we have the World card in reverse. The World card in reverse is talking about still you haven't moved into this reality. You just vocalized the change you're making. Okay. The change of Nine of Materials, deciding to become independent, and Seven of Wands, blocking off this energy that's trying to consume you. Okay. And you're entering into a whole new galaxy reality with the Empress art energy, where the fruits of your labor, the energy that is inside of you, the gems that you have inside of you are shining. And the interesting thing is that these two are very resonant with each other, where you're entering into a new reality, new expansion, because it all starts from you being you. What people don't realize is the fact that the reality that you're aligned to, if you don't like it, it's because it's a product of something that was taught to you and that you accepted as your truth, which was not true. So when you start rejecting that, which is a normal energy of life, like the first rejection happens when kids turn 7 years old, where they're starting to be rambunctious and stuff because they're starting to wake up. Again, 14, 15, you go through a rebellion stage because you're awakening. Again, you're 21 years old because you're rebelling, you're entering into a different stage. Again, 27, 8, 9, because that's your Saturn return. Again, another awakening. Every 7 years, you have the potential to do this. Vocalize what you're aligning to and saying, F this, we're changing this bitch because it's not aligned to me. So what's happening is that there's I want to say a collective or a spiritual awakening that's happening, where this is happening out of that 7-year cycle. For some of you, it's exactly on your 7-year cycle, but for others of you, it's out of your 7-year cycle because the world is going through change. And I had told everyone in the beginning of the year, you guys can go back to that, that January is the year of the wood snake. The wood snake is, wood is all about the earth element. So it is all about this reality, this 3D world. And the snake is shedding your skin. So you're transforming. You're kind of saying, this clothes no longer fits me. It's not my style no more. I'm taking it off. So it is a year of death, right? But it's a good death because you're starting to align yourself with the people that are actually aligned with you. This is also when the empath narcissist cycle kind of separates like this, because the empaths are like, I'm done carrying you, bitch. You act like you're the strong one, but I'm the one that's been carrying you, making you feel safe and secure because you're a freaking snowflake. You call everybody a snowflake, but the truth is you are. I can't call you anything. I can't call anything to your attention because you get hurt and you start attacking. So let me tell you something. I'm over it. I'm over you. I'm over the situation. I'm not doing this anymore. And you walk in another direction. That is what I'm seeing here. Your true self is shining through. I hope this helps. See you next time.